Hey guys, this is day one of me documenting my weight loss journey. Um, as you probably already know, this is more of a weight loss journey talking about bariatric surgery. I'm actually getting ready to do the sleeve. I haven't had it yet, but today is day one of starting my liquid fast before going into surgery. So for me, I have to do a 7-day liquid fast. Some people can go up to 14 days. It just depends on you and who you are. So I figured I'd kind of share my experience, show you what it's like for me, and if it's something that you're curious about doing, hopefully this can help you as well. I've had people say, yeah, it's a great idea. I've had people say, oh, it's a bad idea. Or, skinny people saying, oh, you can just lose weight by working out. They don't know you. You're the only one that knows yourself, and you know what you've tried. I know what I've tried. I know my genes. I'm fat. Can't get rid of it. Can't do anything about it. I've tried. This is my weight loss journey and me just kind of going over my soapbox of what's it's all about. So for me, I chose to do this not only to lose weight, but here in the past 2 or 3 years, I've developed high blood pressure because I am 34, so it's getting a little bit more dangerous for me to have something like that. So high blood pressure, depression kicked in, other things that could be from gaining weight. So I'm taking two medications, or a medication for that, medication for blood pressure, actually two medications for blood pressure. And then I take random things like vitamin B6 because sometimes my hands will go numb, and I thought I had carpal tunnel, but it turns out, I'm just overweight and I need better flow, so it helps with your nerve system just by taking B6. But I'm hoping to get off all of that, and working out doesn't really do it for me because I still like food. And I used to be a chef, owned a food truck in Nashville, Tennessee, and I stepped away from it all. Not because I wanted to lose weight, that was one thing. Also, I ended up starting having kids, so now I have 3 beautiful kids, and I didn't want to be away from them because anybody that's working in the culinary industry knows it takes your life away. So stepped away from it. So I'm gonna kind of just talk about what my diet looks like right now. So this is, again, day one. Last night was Halloween, October 31st. So today is November 1st. So it was really hard for me to not want to eat all the kids' candy. The parent tax, the government gave the kids a break this year. So yesterday's meal, it was kind of weird. I was like, what am I going to eat? I'm going to eat a steak. I'm going to do this. But, it was just kind of, yesterday I had waffles for breakfast. I had tacos for lunch. And then when we went trick-or-treating, a neighbor of my brother-in-law, they ended up having chili. So we had chili. So it was an okay day. Definitely not good for what I'm supposed to be eating. But again, I like food. It's just hard to break. And I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. So this channel isn't me saying I'm perfect, because no one is. But how the liquid diet looks for me, so they chose that I only needed a 7-day liquid diet. And what that does is it helps shrink your liver and different things to prepare for surgery. Just get everything out of your gut, because with a sleeve, they take out your stomach. So all you have left is like a banana-sized sliver of it. So you want to make sure all that's gone. But what that looks like for me is it's not just water. So it's not a water fast. I have done a water fast before, and it was great, and I loved it. But the peer pressure was awful on that one, and you'd just be surprised how many people try to force you to eat because they think you're doing something bad. So that was a hard one, even though that was the best diet I've ever done. But for this, I have to at least, and I'm going off my notes here, so I don't say it wrong, but your notes might be a little bit different, but this is what I get. So I'm doing it through the Vanderbilt hospital. So this is what they gave me that fits me. So I drink 4 to 5 protein shakes, and that'll be the highest calorie thing I take is protein shakes. And then I'm supposed to drink a shake every 3 to 4 hours, depending on my lifestyle. I'm at least supposed to have 64 ounces. Everybody really is supposed to have 64 ounces of water, and it can be a low calorie. It has to be sugar free between all the shakes. So what I've chosen for myself before doing all this, I pretty much bought all the packs of everything off of any shelf and tried them all. The thing that works for me right now is the Propel or the Gatorade Light, are the ones that work the best. I do like the Crystal Light. The Crystal Light gives me headaches sometimes though, because it does have aspartame in it, and I don't do well with aspartame. The Propel is pretty good. If you get the Propel, the kiwi strawberry, it has no aspartame in it, and so that one's really good. I can have sugar-free Jello. That counts as, so if I have an ounce of sugar-free Jello, that's an ounce of water. I can have chicken, beef, and vegetable broth. That counts as well. And I know when I did my water fast, if you get a little dizzy or anything like that, you know, broth or any kind of water with a little bit of salt brings your electrolytes back up. But I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about electrolytes, because the Propel drinks, the Gatorade drinks, they are electrolyte. Oh, and the other drink that I like is the liquid hydration. When they first came out, that first original flavor, it was okay. And then they started doing some orange and things, and the orange is decent. But they just came out with a new one. I think it's white peach, and that one, it is excellent. I love it. It almost tastes like I'm drinking almost like a carbonated, like those wedding drinks where they do ginger ale, fruit punch, and all that. It kind of reminds me of that, even though it's not carbonated, because you can't have carbonated drinks either. But as long as any of the other drinks are below a 10-calorie level, then I can drink it. No sugar, things like that. Other things I cannot have are creamy soups, things like that. So I'll just read exactly what it says. It says I can't have creamy soups, tomato soups, yogurts, or any food drinks that are more than 10 calories per serving. So the things that it recommends for sugar-free, low-calorie is Crystal Light, Hint, Propel Zero, the Bai. The Bai are pretty good as well. Powerade and Gatorade Zero, the Mios, sugar-free Kool-Aid, unsweetened and artificial sweetened decaf tea or coffee, vitamin water Zero. I do like the vitamin water XXX one. That's about the only one that I do like. But I don't know if that one's zero sugar. Another one that I haven't tried is sugar-free Kool-Aid. So I might give that one a try, but I feel like the sugar Kool-Aid wouldn't sit well with me, because it does have red dye. I don't know, well, if I get like the fruit punch. So I'll have to update you on that one. That's the only one I haven't tried, because I just feel like sugar-free Kool-Aid would taste weird. But so the calorie intake needs to be 800 to 900. Yes, it's very low, but that's where the shakes come in. And the shake that I use is, I got it from Costco. It is the 100% whey extreme chocolate. It's good. I've tried a lot of the shakes, and if the shakes come close to tasting like Slim Fast, because I just use Slim Fast as like the generic taste, I'm not gonna like it. Because the Slim Fast, it's just a bad experience. I think it's just more of when Slim Fast first came out, which kind of showing my age a little bit. Everybody was doing it, and so yeah, you get sick off of it. And so this one, it does kind of have a slim fast. They all kind of have that because it's a protein thing or a whey thing, but it's good. I like it. And I can drink it with just lukewarm, straight out of the thing, out of the water. Lukewarm water mixed with it. I like it cold. The only other thing that I like with it, because you can't really have too many milks or anything, but the one milk that I do like is the Fairlife milk. And I wrote it down here somewhere, which one exactly. It's the Fairlife skim milk. That one's really good. Their chocolate milk is good too, but I gotta look back. I don't think I can have that one because it might have sugar in it or more calories. Because I don't think it's technically a protein, so you're not getting the good calories. That's about the only one is the Fairlife skim milk. Sometimes I'll use that if I want that extra milky taste. But the protein, mixing it with water, it's kind of like how hot chocolate is. It has that milk powder flavor in it. The other milks that they recommend I could have, and these are all like powdered options. It's the Carb Master milk, no thank you. Unsweetened plant-based milk, no thank you. I used to have to drink a lot of almond milk. It was okay. I don't like drinking it by itself, but cooking with it was okay because my son, for about 2 years, was allergic to wheat, dairy, eggs. It was bad. I felt so bad for him. So we had to get rid of milk. We had to get rid of eggs. We had chickens. We had to get rid of our chickens and things like that. But that has passed, thank goodness. And we have chickens again. He can eat eggs. He eats scrambled eggs, drinks a glass of milk, no problems. So thank the Lord. But that's what it looks like for me. This is day one. Right now, super easy. It's still early in the morning. Well, I'll say early in the morning. It's actually 10:45, but so hunger hasn't really kicked in too much. It did a little bit, but I've already had a protein shake, and I'm doing about 20 ounces at a time. It didn't really say how much to take. It does say to get 800 to 900 calories per day, so I do need to probably look at how much that is in protein shakes and actually divide by 4 and get it that way, which I think 120 is by 1 scoop and 20 ounces is roughly what I'm doing for 2 scoops. So say 120, it's 240. So okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. Roughly I'm 25 ounces is good then. So yeah, that's day one. I'll put at the end a picture update of me every day. I'm gonna try to do this as a daily vlog. So I'll have my weight, I'll have what I look like, and then what you also need to, one thing that they said, or was good for me, because during this process of getting to this stage, it took about 6 months to get here, because you got to go through nutrition classes, take a lot of things, take a lot of blood work, and they want to make sure they know you all the way before they approve you to taking this surgery. Forgot what I was going to say. But, so, goodness, lost track of thought. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Yeah, so at the end, again, showed you the pictures, showed you, goals. That's what it was. So they want you to have some type of goal. You know, you don't have to change yourself, change who you are or anything like that. But, set some small goals. So like mine will be the pictures showing not, even though I'll show you daily what I weigh. A big thing will also be just seeing yourself shrink and your clothes get bigger, because sometimes even if you lose weight, if you start working out or anything like that, you're going to gain or level out, because as you're losing a pound of fat, you could be losing half to a pound of muscle, things like that. So they want you to have other goals. So mine is seeing clothes, and I can't wait to have actual clothes that I can wear, because as a big person, I'm not like extremely huge. It's just my middle belly area is what's really big. My legs, I've always been, I don't have a butt, so my waistline's always been fairly normal. I've always been around a 36, so I was kind of grateful for that. My calves and thighs are just naturally large anyway, but they're not like fatty large. I mean, obviously I'm fat, but so that probably won't shrink as much, but it'll be more of my chest area, and my belly is where it's all at. And then I can't wait to in the last few years of just getting old, I'm getting like a little fat pudge in the back of my neck, which is probably why I have neck problems, or I just kind of aches back there. But so that's my goal, is just watching that shrink. And then another goal that I want to start on is just to keep myself busy and my mind off of food, things like that. I'm all into music. I've recorded music. I'm always writing music, and I really like the idea of sound. And I've tried many years wanting to be a producer. It just never got to that point. I hang around with producers now, and I love what they do, but it's probably past me now. But the sound, and I just have an ear for it. And so I'm thinking about making cabs, so like speaker cabs. And if I get good at that, also making amps. I'm researching right now on how to make amps, like how they work. I have a gist of how they work, but I want to get in the nitty gritty of it so I can then process in my mind exactly what I want and patent exactly what I want in my sound. And for people wondering what kind of sound I want, I'm a metal head, so the deeper, not muddier, but low end, mid-range sounds is what I like, because that's what I play. So my speaker cabs, if I do any kind of amp heads or anything like that, or a combo, that's what I'm working towards, is that. My phone keeps sliding. So yeah, that'll be my process and kind of day one of here we are. Let's hope it goes well. I'm hoping it does, so I can stay healthy and be more active with my kids. That's a goal that I told my son. I told him in my younger days, even though I used to be 5'11", okay? I know I went and they measured me and they're like, you're 5'9", like in just a quarter of being 5'10". And I was like, no. So I don't know what happened there. I told him, I was like, when I was younger, I've always been fat ever since middle school. But I could jump and touch the rim of a basketball goal. And I was like, if I could do that while I was fat, I can definitely do that if I'm skinny. So I told my son that I promised him that when I lose all this weight, that was the first thing, was I'm going to show him how well I can slam dunk a goal at 10 feet. Or whatever the normal height is. But so he's like, wow, he's 5 or 6. So that's another goal. Hopefully I can get there at being an older person. But I think I got it, because I can pretty much touch. I can at least touch up to to the net, half the net, and I'm over 300 pounds, so I'm not gonna have a problem. My legs are really strong. I was naturally, even though I've never played sports, I was naturally athletic. Just because hand-eye coordination is where I stand. I might be dumb, but hand-eye coordination is good for me. So yeah, that's day one. So I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe this will help you as I make more videos. Maybe help you decide if you want to do this as well. I highly recommend, again, as we end this video, don't ask your in-laws, don't ask your parents, don't ask anyone, maybe your wife or your husband, because they know you more than anybody. But ask your doctors. Get a primary care doctor. Ask them what, because they'll tell you, no, you don't need surgery. You can do this. But, you know, like my situation, you know, I've tried many things, and even my primary doctor was like, this is the best route for you probably. So here we are. Everybody's different. So just take everybody's advice with a grain of salt, and you do what you want to do. Make yourself healthy for you, because if you can't help yourself, you can't help others as well. Stay healthy, guys.